Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall says 2 minutes to 10 o'clock on Sunday night. I am in the Kinsale Hotel and Spa. It is not in Kinsale, it's about 5 miles outside of it. Good marketing ploy, because if you googled hotels in Kinsale, it'd probably be the first one to come up. And it's a bit away from the town, which is a pity because I was hoping to have a pint in the town. I wouldn't bother me arse to have one here. I think it's on the second floor. I might have a peep after I do this, but I doubt it. I was going to go for because it was a bit of music, and there would be a bit of music on tonight in a couple of the pubs. I was out of the traps early this morning. I was out of Dodge at 6:10 and had to drive over an hour and picked up a Mercedes and headed for the Westin in Dublin. Picked up at 9 o'clock a mother and her son. He was in Ireland before with his wife and two young kids in 2015, and he was here in 2011. She has never been here. And we headed south. But I didn't kill a few bicycles. Just have no manners at all. And them scooters, they should be banned altogether. I was at Blackhall Place on the way in, and they were like a herd of sheep in front of me, and then they tore off through the red light, and again at O'Connell Bridge, they went off like scalded cats. I didn't turn at O'Connell Bridge. I had to the second time because I ended up on in Temple Bar, away from the hotel. I had to go round it, but I was a bit early, so I could afford to do it. Landed just at 9 o'clock. But just I've ruined the Dublin altogether from when I worked in it for years, and I knew it like the back of my hand. But every second street is closed off now, and it's all for bicycles and then friggin' scooters. But headed south, we wanted to go to Kilkenny, to Kilkenny Design. She bought earrings, and he bought something as well. Bought something for his wife. We're in the castle, and there was a lot of the roads closed off because there was a bicycle race on today. Big crowd around, and we headed into Dungarvan, but they didn't want to eat there. We walked about on the pier for about 15 minutes. So we just wanted to get to Kinsale. They must be in love with the place because they want to walk around it again tomorrow morning. We're not leaving until it could be 11 o'clock, they said. They were going eating in the Fishy at 5:20 this evening, and I came out here. I came in the back way. I came in the wrong way actually. I finished up in the Spa place. There's a big pothole. I just avoided it. So I was watching a few of the races that I missed today. I've seen the races that concerned us first, which was Haley or Holly Doyle going right all the way, and she should have stayed on the side with Big Gossie. I was going to tip up Big Gossie asleep, but I thought the English sprinters coming over, like the one we picked a few weeks ago, Richard Fahey's horse, might be stronger. And Big Gossie, as the long-time people know, long-time followers of the channel know, we tipped him up and won a couple of times with him last year. Won at a big price. And she didn't. I thought she was that she'd have to be in the first six. Finished 8th out of the money. Eldarov finished second, even with or won the race, but it was working out 11-8, even though there was a rule 4. I couldn't understand the money coming for Dawn Rising. It was 14s into 7-2. It drifted slightly before the off. But like Eldarov, a far better horse after winning the English Ledger last year. A good run from Kyprios. I doubt if it'll go to France. It'll probably go to Ascot on Champions Day there for the stairs. But it was a good run for some of those off so long. I'd say Coolmore would be happy. And what about our Moss Tucker? 40s yesterday evening on 33s. He he's improved a sight this year because that ground wouldn't be favourable to him. Well, it is this year, but it wouldn't have been last year. He needed it hock deep, I thought, last year. But I had him in a bet, an each way Trixie, and of course Holly Dial. That one was the third one that wasn't placed. But I did back it at 40s and had a few pound on it as well at 33s on Moss Tucker. But that'll be going. I looked last night to see was there any market formed yet for the the Abbey, but there wasn't. That'll be going there in 3 weeks. It'll have a right chance in it too, I'll tell you. It won't go off. It was a big 16s last year, I think, but it has to be drawn. You have to be drawn 1 to 6 in the sprint to have any chance. So the draw will be crucial to it. So looking forward to seeing him there that day, as well as my pal Hookham, or I should say our pal Hookham. We had a place in the last race then. That drifted out to 11 and 12 to 1 during the day. It probably needs a mile 4, but made a few pound anyway today. And if you're winning a few pound, you're not losing, as they say. I have 2 for tomorrow. I looked at the English race and I thought it was dire, septic stuff altogether. So I got 2 in Galway. The first one in the handicap hurl, 2 miles and half a furlong. Realism for Joseph O'Brien, Mark Walsh in the plate. This was on good ground. It has the right chance, I think. So he has his good ground. By Galileo out of a Danehill Dancer mare. But if you look at its form back the way in a Group 3 on good ground to third to Luxembourg over 10 furlongs, beaten 4.5 lengths, and to third in a maiden to Arbutus. On soft, yielded to soft then, it was only beaten a length in a maiden to Rear Middleton. Behind Blood Destiny, Ludus, and found a 50, beaten Handbrake well and truly on. Handbrake well and truly on, first time in a handicap. Drifted the last day, first time Mark Walsh was in the place, but I thought it ran pretty decent. It wasn't off a yard, and it finished 4th. We'll see it here, it's back 8th or 9th.
As they pass the 6 furlong pole and make the run up the hill with a good run towards the third last, and it's Clever Currency from Invictus World in second, in third in the centre of the track is Tonic on the inside. Behind this one, Realism, just outside is Cave Court, and they're being chased in behind by Diana Falak, and towards the inside Humanitarian. Just behind these goes Turkestan, and then comes 88 with Portville as they race now over the top of the hill and race on towards the third last flight. And the Kerry Foods handicap hurdle, Clever Currency leads them on still with a clear lead to the third last. Invictus World leads the main body of the field with Tony Bone close behind. Realism down the inside. Clever Currency just edging off to left a little bit, but still holds the sway as they come down the hill now. Clever Currency leads them down from in second now. Invictus World is asked for effort. Cave Court has a little more to give, as to Diana. Falak's just about to be pushed along. Realism loses position on the inside of Tullybone. Trying to improve on the outside of Portville is 88 as they race towards the second last, and it's Clever Currency, Cave Court, and then Diana who's next. They're being chased by Invictus World, Tullybone, and then Portville and 88 as they come towards the final flight. And now Clever Currency is joined and possibly headed in the centre by Cave Court as they race inside the closing stages. Cave Court now pushed clear under Owen McGill, and Cave Court is going to go away and follow up the Perth success in good style here for Noel Kelly and Owen McGill. It's Cave Court who beats Clever Currency, the staying on for Lack, then Invictus World in front of Realism.
It behaved well to finish as close as he did because he was an off the yard there. But if you look at, he's rated 108 over hurdles, and he was rated 103, wasn't it? 103 over on the flat. So add 40 to that, 143. He's a couple of races in him, I think. Handbrake needs to be off to fill the wheelbarrow. So hopefully it will be tomorrow. Second time that Mark Walsh is in the Irons. 4-year-old getting a bit of... the handbrake needs to be off. There was a bit of money. I think it's 4... Well, we checked the market. Three to 1.5. But it drifted the last day. There's another one in Galway tomorrow in a 2 mile 6 race. A horse I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I backed today. I was in Killarney, Black Tonic. Danny Mullins takes the ride instead of being Harvey. But it jumped. There was a bit of money for it. It was the day that Hard Target. But he jumped. Well, we'll see it here. We'll pick it up now. He's on the outside with the blue, with the yellow sash.
Tonic continues to improve around the outside in blue and yellow colours as they straighten up.
He's on the very left
third
now.
Last flight. Costaway Fortune tackled by Hard Target in the blue and yellow. The leading pair as they jump it, ahead of Cathy's Quest, Amazing Amy, continuing to improve down the outside is Black Tonic, staying on behind them. From back in the field, Vintage Gold as they approach the second last. Hard Target went on the outside, Black Tonic. Black Tonic makes a very bad mistake, blunders and unseats Ben Harvey, and that leaves in the lead Hard Target. Cathy's Quest staying on in the red and white colours, Vintage Gold, Amazing Amy. Man After Midnight wide of this leading group as they come to jump the final flight. Vintage Gold lands narrowly in front. Hard Target trying to rally on the rail. Amazing Amy out in the centre of the course, but Vintage Gold and Daniel King going away to win it. Amazing Amy up for second, Hard Target third.
I think the step up to 2.6 won't be a problem either, nor the ground. So they're the two. There's a couple of more. There's a beginner's chase, an interesting one. Be interesting to see how Annexation is the highest rated over and Wrexham. Depends. I'll watch how they jump tomorrow. There's a handicap chase there. That same day in Killarney, I backed Norwegian to win. He went up £8 or £9 though. But it's not as simple tomorrow. Our descent went up as well. But anyway, I might sing a song for you. Oh, I met my love by the gasworks wall, dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, oh, it's a dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon. Dogs are howling on their beat. Swings a girl in the air that night. Dirty old town, oh, it's a dirty old town. I heard a siren from the docks, saw a train set the night on fire, smelled the swing in the air that night. Dirty old town, oh, it's a dirty old town. I'm gonna make me a big short axe, shining steel, tempered in the fire. Oh, I'll cut you down like an old dead tree, Dirty old town, oh, it's a dirty old town. I met my love by the gasworks wall. I dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, it's a dirty, 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 it's a dirty old town. Now, I'm not singing that because I'm in Kinsale before Roy Harris and the gang gets on to me. It's just something that came into my head when I was halfway through there. Anyway, bash the bookies over and out.